Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Gradeup's MBA preparation channel. In this session, I'm going to discuss how to be a topper in CAT. Okay, so strategies to crack CAT with very high percentile. So please share this session with your friends who are preparing for CAT so that it might help them as well, and you'll get to know that what are the some things that you must do, how to prepare, how to take tests, and etc. All those things will be discussed in this session. So please share this session with your friends who are appearing for CAT 2020. Okay. So good evening, Saurav. Welcome to the session. Good evening, Kanishk. So I'll talk about the strategies how to crack CAT with high percentile. Like why do some people score very high in CAT? Is it preparation or what are the other factors that help in your examination? Okay. So first let me tell you about myself. I am an MBA from FMS Delhi. I have appeared in CAT 6 times and securing 99 plus in every CAT attempt. Okay, my highest percentile was last year 99.96. I have secured, like I'm expert in two of the sections, LRDI and Quantitative Aptitude. So I've secured 100 percentile in LRDI section in 2016 and 99.93 in CAT 2015 was my highest quant score. This year I got 99.95 in LRDI and 99.92 in quant section. So what are the things that help you to score very high in CAT? I'll be discussing in this session. So please share this session with your friends. That will help them in strategizing for CAT. So these are my scorecards. Okay, so just to show you that when I appeared for the exam in the first attempt, I took in 2013. Okay, then there used to be two sections, QA and DI were together, and VARC used to be together. So I got 99.97 in QA DI, and overall was 99.93. Okay, then I started taking CAT every single year. In 2004, I had 99.33. Okay, so went down from the previous year. 2015, it was 99.37. Okay, good in QA, but screwed in DI. DILR, low score in the 2016, I got again high percentile 99.83 with 100 in DILR. Okay, so a perfect score in DILR. Then 2017 I could not appear in the examination. In 2018 again I got 99.26, 99.6 plus in both DILR and quant. Okay, a bad score in verbal. Then in 2019 I just had the best CAT with 99.95, 99.92 in DILR and quant, and for the first time I secured 98 in verbal. So a very good score in verbal as well from my point of view, and an overall of 99.96. Okay, so like I've been taking CAT every year, so I know what are the things that one must do. Okay, and do's and don'ts for CAT and how to score very high in this examination. Okay. So let us talk about the things. So there are certain things that you must know. So there are 3 P's that I would say are important. First thing is potential. Okay, this is something that you cannot help with. Okay, this is something some people are gifted. Some people have high potential. They are naturally they're intelligent. Okay, they are very good at calculations, and maybe someone is a very good reader and he or she understands English very well. Okay, or maybe someone is very good in logical reasoning. So potential is something that is gifted. Okay, and that is a blessing for some people. But if you are not gifted with potential, okay, if you are not gifted with potential, It happens, like not all are gifted ones. So then this thing can overcome this. So if your preparation is very well, okay, if you are maybe your ability wise you are not very strong, but through preparation, through smart preparation, I would say that preparation must be smart. Okay, if your preparation is smart, okay, you can overcome this potential barrier. Okay, so by regular practice and all those, you must be able to overcome your potential barrier. Okay. Now the third thing is performance. This is the most, I mean, this is the ultimate thing. So see, potential is something that you are gifted with. You already have your potential. Some people have more, some people have less. So that is something where there is an unfair thing in you. Okay, maybe if you have less potential, then it is unfair for you, and if you have high potential, that works in favor of you. Secondly, preparation. This is in your hand. This is something which is not in your hand. This is in your control. Okay, this is how much efforts you put. Okay, that is in your hand. So if you prepare well, then you can overcome your potential barrier. Now the most important thing is performance. The ultimate thing is how you perform. Maybe you are a very like very intelligent person. You have prepared very well, but you do not perform well under pressure. So that is the most important thing, that you need to know how to handle pressure. Okay, there are many people who are very well prepared, but in the end they don't end up doing well in the examination. Why? Because they cannot handle pressure during the examination. Okay, so you need to be calm as well. Okay, don't get too much pressure. Don't let pressure suppress you. Okay. So now let us talk about section wise, like how to master each and every section, and what are the things and you must do in order to do well in these sections. Now if I talk about verbal ability section of CAT, which is very different from other MBA examinations, it is just reading based. So just read, read and read. There is no other alternative to it. Okay, there are no shortcuts, no nothing. There are no such tips or tricks that like that would help you. There are no shortcuts in this. You just have to read, read and read, and read across different genres. Okay, don't just like if you are reading newspaper, read different stuff. Okay, different sorts of stuff. Read about economy, read about philosophy, read about arts and culture, because the reason is 24 out of 34 questions in the VARC section are from reading comprehension. Okay, so if you have good reading habit, then you are an if you are an avid reader, you can read fast, you can comprehend better, you can answer more questions correctly. Okay, so that helps you. Now, if you talk about the remaining questions, what are those questions? Parajumble, para completion, okay, summary, and odd one. So all these topics are the ones where you need reading ability. Okay. So Gudiya, this video will be available as a recorded form, so you can watch it later as well. So all these are the things where you need reading skill. So the only mantra for this section is read, read and read. The more you read, the better you become in this section. Okay. Second thing is DILR section. Okay, which is the most feared section. Okay, people fear this section. I don't know why do they fear it. Okay, and it has been the most challenging section for the past 4-5 years. 2014 was an easy exam, then 2015 to 18 to 19 it has been a challenging section. So how to master in this? So for this, like, you have to practice, practice, practice and practice. Okay, where to practice from? Okay, so what are the what are the things that you must practice from? Okay, so Yuvraj, see, novel as well as non-fiction. I would say non-fiction. See, fiction is fine. Fiction is one part, but non-fiction is more important. Okay, so like if I talk about this, some common genres that you must read is philosophy. Okay, and then economy and business, arts and culture. Okay, read about foreign history. Okay, read about American history, read about European history, some articles related to it. And science and tech, a lot of times they give you some, they might give you some passage from technology, or they will give about some animals or something like that. So read these. I mean, these are the common channels. There is a site called aldaily.com. Okay, artdaily.com. So this is a very good site. It has very interesting articles, I mean good level articles. Okay. Now talking about DILR, where to practice from? Okay. So practice from past year papers, because DILR is something which is very vast. I mean, this cannot be like you solve some sets, you will get it. There are variety of questions, lot of variety. Like if you see in logical reasoning itself, you will have n number of varieties. If you talk about DI, you will see n number of varieties. Some will be like DI are also of different types. You will have calculation based, you will have logic based DI, okay, or you might have puzzles. Okay, so solve past year papers. So past year papers are a must for all sections, but this will give you that a lot of practice. And apart from that, like if you are taking some study material, do the mocks and all those. And also like maybe you get some online sources also. Like if you are part of some, like if you have some WhatsApp or Telegram. Okay, these are some channels where people keep posting things. Okay, so wherever you see some sets, okay, try to solve them. Okay, and practice in a timely manner. Okay, in a timed manner. Try to practice questions in a timed manner. Keep a watch and see that how much time do you take to solve a set. Okay, see if you are able to see, if I tell you that like 99 percentile in the DILR section, 99 percentile is approximately around 50 marks. Okay, it is 50 to 55 marks out of 96. So you can say roughly half, like if you attempt a little over half of the paper, okay, so that will suffice you to score 99 percentile. So that means 4 sets. If you are able to do 4 sets in 1 hour plus a bit of questions, okay, you'll be able to do this, get 99 percentile. Now let us talk about one more thing about this is practice is fine. When you take tests, solve questions, not sets. Okay, so there are some sets in which, like out of 4 questions, so we have four questions per set. So if there is a, say, a question which is time consuming, you have solved 3 out of 4, say in 7 minutes. Let us just take an example. And the 4th question looks difficult and you know that it is going to take another 4-5 minutes. So skip that question and move to the next set. Okay, so maximize your number of attempts by solving more questions rather than sets. And remember, there are certain questions in DI which are observation based. Okay, so like when we solve some sets, so you must have seen that some questions are observation based. So the more you practice, then you know that what questions are observation based. By just looking at the graphs, you can answer the question. If you go through some past year papers like 2017, 18, 19, you will find that there are many questions which are observation based. Okay, so uh, master those things. How to overcome self-doubt. Okay, so the thing is, see, you should have confidence in yourself, right? Why are you doubting your ability? Like if you are well prepared, okay, if you have studied things well, if you like you have doubt when you are not fully prepared. Okay, so if your preparation is well, you understand the concepts well, why should you doubt yourself? Yes, there is negative marking plus 3 minus 1. Okay, and you should be aware of that as well. So don't randomly mark answers. Okay. Now talking about the quantitative aptitude section. In this section, the thing is the know the right stuff. Okay, so first and foremost thing is you should know what is the right thing. Why people fail to score very high in quantitative abilities? Many people do not know what is the right thing. Okay, so suppose I'll tell you one example. Like many people like solving number system questions. That's good. They're addicting, but you should not over attempt those questions. Okay, just don't just practice just number system and permutation combination. Yes, all topics are important, but people just keep solving only one type of questions. Okay, so solve questions from all topics. Okay, solve questions from all topics. So uh, don't leave topics like geometry, algebra, arithmetic. Okay, so arithmetic is the highest has the highest weight for many years. Okay, so if you see the arithmetic questions, so arithmetic has the highest weight. So think that arithmetic is important. Okay, so is geometry and algebra. So these three are the core concepts. So this is in the increasing level of difficulty. So this is the easiest one. This I would say moderate. This is slightly difficult. Okay, because it is core of mathematics, some core concepts. So you can master arithmetic. If you look at the division of past year papers, so go through past year papers. Okay, like you will find that arithmetic has been in good number. Apart from that, modern math, which include your permutation, combination, probability, number system, these are the major domains you are asked questions from. And you have certain questions like miscellaneous, like you have trigonometry, heights and distance. They are very rare questions. Or logarithms. Logarithms you can count under algebra as well. Log and trigonometry. Okay, these are some minor topics. One or two questions probably asked in the examination. You can cover those. But these three are the core topics. You must not leave these topics. Okay. So Kanishk, yes, you can reduce the number of answered questions. See, the thing is, like if you are well prepared, okay, so if you are well prepared, then you must be able to do most of the topics. And if you see that the easy topics, like if you see the quant paper, so like easy topics constitute, like if you see the paper, you will find that 18 to 20 questions are generally easy. Okay, and maybe there are hardly 5-6 questions which are difficult. Okay, mostly, or like if I say 18 to 15, 18 to 20 more, let us say 15 are easy. Okay, around 10 to 12 are moderate. Okay, so there are easy questions in all topics. Okay, so don't think that permutation and combination is difficult. There will be easy questions from that topic as well. Okay, so quant based LR. Okay, so the thing is like you should have good concepts of quant. Okay, and obviously, I mean the practice. See, first thing you need to have to you should cover your concepts in quant. Okay, because if you are like the only topic that you have to in which you have to cover topics are quant. Okay. Now, the thing is, like, solve questions from all topic, read all the topics. Like, if you find some topic difficult, suppose you find modern math, say permutation combinations difficult. Okay. So, like, if you find it difficult, so what you can do is, like, there are some easy topics in this, subtopics, cover those, because if you leave some topic altogether and you get questions from it, then you are gone. Okay. So, don't leave any topic altogether. Yes, so see, and another thing is, like, when we talk about examination, don't spend too much time on a question. And this applies for all sections, especially for quant, because you end up losing a lot of time in quant section. See, you don't have to, you have to let your ego go. Maybe you are a very good student in mathematics, you know mathematics very well. Don't get hurt by that, why I can't solve this question. Say suppose you've practiced geometry very well, okay, and there comes a question on geometry you are unable to solve. Okay, just leave it, because like, if you waste time, you lose time. Okay, and instead of that, you can solve more questions. Same goes for other topics, like suppose like, if you are very good at permutation combination, you find an interesting, you are the master of permutation combination, right? You know everything in permutation combination, but some question comes up, you are stuck. So it's better to leave that question. Okay, so all questions carry equal marks. So remember that all questions carry equal marks. So don't spend too much time on a question. Sadik, algebra is strong and geometry is so boring. Okay, so see, if geometry is boring, that's something that you cannot take excuse of. I mean, you will have to practice. Okay, you can't say that this topic is boring. You can't leave that altogether. Okay. I got stuck in LR section. It consumed around 20 minutes in one set. Okay. So Harshit, no problem. It happens. Like, I'll talk about mocks also, like what happens in mocks and what happens in actual examination. Okay. So these are certain tips for different sections. Now, talking about that, the time that you have, how much you should prepare every day. Okay, so when you talk about RC and DILR, solve 2 to 3 sets every day. Okay, and spend time, like for DILR sets, I would say that analyze the solutions. See how they've solved the question. Okay, like if you're using some solved set, solve it on your own, but then match that what strategy are they using. Okay. Uh, do 2 to 3 RC sets every day. Practice some verbal questions, para jumbles, para completion, etc. Quant question also you can do topic wise. Take some topic. Let's say today you take percentages. Tomorrow you want to do say ratio proportion. The next day simple interest compound interest. Prepare a chart of yourself and solve questions. So from this, I would say that you need at least around 3 to 4 hours of preparation every day, and read newspaper. That is very important. Reading newspaper, it helps you build your knowledge, GK and current affairs. That will help you in GDPI later. Okay, you cannot start your GDPI preparation just in some days. So you have to prepare for that as well. Apart from that, it will improve your English and reading skills. Okay. So Heenal, yes, it is possible to crack with 99 percentile if you start today. Okay, so see, like CAT preparation generally takes 3 to 500 hours. Okay, depends on person to person. Sincere effort. If a person is gifted, so what I told you in the beginning, that potential. If you have high potential, maybe 300 hours is fine. If you are a bit slow, like maybe you might need 500 hours of preparation. Okay, so you can crack it. So Yuvraj, no, you don't need to read everything. Okay, so what you must read? You must read editorials. Okay, and when I talk about news, read about national and International affairs. Okay, if you have interest in finance, read finance. So read about businesses and finance, business, economy, finance, and all those topics. And apart from that, I mean, I would say that don't read page 3. Page 3 is useless. That's the crap that you have in your newspaper. So don't read that. You can read sports news, like if you have interest in that. Okay, just to improve your knowledge. Okay, and like if you have some in editorials, they cover all genres. I mean, they'll talk about culture, they'll talk about economy. Okay, and like if you have science news, okay, if you have news related to science and technology, do read that. Some new invention or some maybe you might get some article on some plants or animals or something like that. So do read that. Environment, okay, science, environment, these are the topics that they generally cover in CAT. Okay, these are the different genres that they cover. So try to cover these. Okay, and things like when I told you philosophy, arts and culture, that you will have to cover through books. Okay, that you cannot get in newspaper generally. So that for that you will have to read books. So read non-fiction. Okay. Page 3 is good, but that is not for your preparation. Okay. Okay, so Yuvraj, we had Gradeup have daily Hindu analysis, so you can watch those videos. Okay, so you can subscribe to Gradeup's channel, and you will see. You can search on the internet daily Hindu analysis by Gradeup, or there are several other channels also that do that. So you can watch those videos daily Hindu analysis. So a lot of people do editorial analysis. So watch those videos. That will be helpful for you. Okay. So now, some people ask how many mocks you must take. So some people say that take 15 mocks, some say 20, some say 25, some even go up to 50. Okay, there are some people who are too much fond of taking mocks. They take 50, 60 mocks. They say that okay, I'll take 50, 60 mocks. I'll be able to crack the examination. Okay, no matter the number of mocks you take. Some people take even 10 mocks also. Okay, some people don't even take that. So I would raise that ideal range is 15 to 25, around these many mocks. But the most important thing is proper analysis. Proper analysis of mocks is something that you must do in order to do well in the examination. Okay. So now let us see how you analyze mocks. So for all sections, so how many outcomes does a question have? How many outcomes does a question have? So there are 3 outcomes. Either you get it correct, or you get it wrong, or you leave it, or you leave the question. 3 possibilities. Every question can have 3 possibilities. You get it correct, you get it wrong, or you leave that question. So how to analyze these things? So if you got correct because of knowledge, so if you knew how to solve some question, you got it correct. Then that's fine. That's the good thing that you have done. Okay, because you knew that thing. It may be correct due to some fluke. Fluke, you mean that? I mean, you just made a wild guess and got it correct. Okay. So then in that case, you will have to understand the solution. Understand the question and solution. Okay, if it was a fluke. If it was by knowledge, that is fine. Incorrect, if you got something wrong, okay, it could be because of lack of knowledge, or you applied some wrong formula in quant, or maybe you did not know something, like there was some question on RC, you do not know how to solve and you solved it incorrectly. Okay, so in that case, obviously, you have to understand it. I'll look at the solution and see. Now, if it was because of silly mistake, many times it happens silly mistake. Okay, suppose there was a question in geometry, you have to find diameter, you found the radius. Okay, you answered radius. It happens, sometimes it happens, right? Suppose there was a theta question, it asked in thousands and you wrote in numerals. Okay, so sometimes such minor things might happen. So if it is silly mistake, okay, try to avoid them. So see, for everything you need to understand a pattern. Okay, so if you are making silly mistakes, there is a possibility many times you make silly mistakes, and then you say that I made some silly mistake. Okay. So if you make a silly mistake, so understand your pattern. Like if you take multiple mocks, you will understand your pattern, what silly mistakes you make. If you understand that pattern, you can remove those silly mistakes. Okay, if you do not know in what pattern you are getting it, you won't be able to do this. Quants, different topics, different days, one topic, all questions. Okay, so that could be, that is a different strategy. Like some people would like to do topic wise, some people would like to do mixed bag. I would say practice mixed questions. I mean, one topic per day is also fine. But the thing is, like, if you do only one topic, maybe after a few days you might be out of touch of that topic. So if you can get a mixed bag of questions, that's well and good. Or if you can do topic wise also, that is also fine. Like if you are doing by book, so go topic wise, or if you are solving some mock test or something, you can do topic by topic as well. Okay. Suppose you left the question, maybe, so the first thing is, maybe you did not know. Okay, again, lack of knowledge. So if it was because of lack of knowledge, that's fine. Like you have to like overcome that knowledge gap and understand things. Why couldn't you do that? Okay. Now, then there is second thing called lack of time. Maybe you knew the thing, but you could not do because of lack of time. So you have to learn time management. How to learn time management is, see, this is something that like you have to apply. Start from your comfort zone. Each and every section, for all sections, try this thing. Start from your comfort zone. Say in DILR, maybe someone is very good at calculations. Okay, so start with DI. If you are good with logical reasoning, start with reasoning. Quant, if you know geometry very well, start with geometry questions. You have the option to scroll through the paper, right? So start with geometry questions. RC, like VARC section, like maybe you know you are not very good at RC, you don't find yourself very much comfortable with RC, but you are very good with other things, like you can solve para jumble, para completion easily. So start with those and then move on to RC. Within RC, like there are 5 RCs generally. So if you see that there is a passage on say science and technology, another one is on some culture of say France, okay, and the third one is on maybe some business related topic. Maybe you find business related topic easy to understand. Just start with that passage. Okay. So remember that if you start with your comfort zone, what happens is you get questions correct, right? And the more questions you get correct in the beginning, that boosts your confidence. So don't start with difficult topics first. Start with easy ones. Okay. So if you do this practice in this way, you are definitely going to improve yourself. So if you are taking three hours for a mock test, 5 to 6 hours are used for analysis. Okay. Now people often get worried about, like, I don't know, Harshit was the one or who was saying that I scored less in today's mock because I spent too much time. See, mock scores don't matter. Okay, what matters is your real, your performance on the CAT day. Okay, so that's what I told you, that you have to perform under pressure. Okay, here don't worry if you did not score well in any of the mocks. Okay, so just leave that. Forget it. Analyze the mock. Where what went wrong, just see it. That's it. Don't like dig too much into it. I am not getting very high score in mocks. What will happen? No. If you are well prepared, I'm telling you that. It's a sincere feedback that if you are well prepared, if you have covered your basics well, don't worry about your low scores in mocks. Okay, maybe some people intentionally give hard mocks. Okay, in test series, they generally give you hard questions, which then actually they come in the examination. Okay, it's a natural, I don't know, like everyone follows this trend that they tend to give you difficult questions in your mock test that actually come in the examination. So whenever see that, like, compare a mock test with an actual paper. Okay, so if you compare, you will see that the mock tests are generally difficult. Okay, so don't like get demotivated. Okay, so keep your preparation, keep your concepts clear. Okay, so don't worry that if you are getting low marks in score, low mock scores. Okay, there are people who score very less in mock, but eventually in the actual examination they do really well. On the other hand, there are people who do really good in mocks, okay, and they don't end up doing well in the examination because of exam pressure. So that is very important to handle exam pressure. Okay. Now let us see CAT 2019 score versus percentile, how scores and percentile match, and like how could you have achieved a certain percentile. Say suppose you are not good at one of the sections. Say if you are not good at verbal, maybe you can just manage to get around 35 questions, 35 marks, that is around 12 questions. If you get 35 marks, and if you are good at say DILR and quant, you get 60 marks in DILR, 20 questions, you attempt 5 sets, and maybe 65, okay, around these many marks. So you are getting 125 plus 35, 160. You will end up getting 99 plus. Okay, so it does not matter that if you are not good at one of the sections, you cannot score high score. Okay, you can get. So for example, like I am very good in 2 of the sections. Okay, so either you are a balanced person, maybe you are average in all 3 sections. You get around say 15 verbal, 45 here, and 50 here. So you get 145, which is around 98%. Like if you get slightly above 95 in all sections. So either you have to be balanced, okay, but you have to be very good in one of the 3 sections. Okay, if you get like say 50, 45, 50, that comes to 145, which is 98 percentile. 98% is slightly above that. But if you are say like 50, 45 and quant you are like 75. Okay, so you get 170 marks, 99.5 percentile. So you have to be very good in one of the sections. So in order to get 99 percentile, okay, if you are targeting 99 percentile, you have to be master in one of the 3 sections. Okay, and if you master 2 sections, then definitely you are in this range. Like if you get a really high score, then you are in this range. And if you are very good in all 3, then definitely you are topper. But in order to be a topper or a very high scorer, you have to be very good in 2 sections. Okay, so if you are getting targeting 99, like you have to be a master in one of the 3 sections. So master one of the 3 sections, and if you are moderate in other 2 sections, you will be able to sail through. And if you are very good in 2 of the sections, then definitely you can get very high score. Okay, so don't go by the numbers. Okay, so whenever you appear for the examination, so that difficulty level might vary. Okay, and CAT is known for its unpredictable difficulty level. Okay, sometimes CAT has been very easy. For example, in 2014, it was very easy. Okay, and I remember I got 204 out of 300. Okay, and my percentile was 99.3. Okay, so if 204 out of 300 was in CAT 2019, this was 2014. If you got 2019 this score, okay, I got 212 and I was 99.96, and this also you would have got around 99.9 plus percentile. So there's a lot of difference in percentile. So don't go by scores. Okay, don't go by assumption that I have to score this much. So keep solving questions in the test. Okay, and it is a relative thing. Percentile is a relative thing. Okay. So any questions, any more questions related to preparation or some other stuff? Okay, so Lokesh is asking which website or app is best for mock test. See, there are many institutes that give mock tests. Even Gradeup gives mock tests. Okay, so you can take Gradeup's mock test. We have a green card scheme. You can avail that, and you get mocks for CAT and other MBA examinations. So you can buy Gradeup's mock test for that. Okay. So in order to help you in your preparation, Gradeup has come up with a course. Okay, it has 2 batches. It has both weekday as well as weekend batch. The course is named as Score 99 Plus. We have more than 150 live classes covering all concepts. Okay, from basic concepts to advanced problems. You'll get 45 plus mock tests for CAT and other MBA examinations. Okay, and the study material will consist of more than 8,000 practice questions, which is more than enough to crack this examination. Okay. It will also include preparation for GD, VAT and PI. Okay, so it is not that we'll just leave you after CAT, we'll make you prepare for this course as well. Okay, and these are your teachers who will be teaching you in this course, including me. So the ones who have enrolled in the course, they can tell your friends that these are the faculty members that are teaching. You can recommend this course to your friends as well. Okay, the ones who are already enrolled in the course, they must have attended the classes and seen the quality of teachers and the way they teach, and all of them are CAT toppers. Okay, so all of them, they are experts in their respective sections. So they both are expert in LRDI, I mean, even including these 4 of us. So 4 of us are LRDI and quant experts. These are verbal experts, and he's an overall expert. So some of them are very much experienced teachers. Okay, so they have a lot of experience teaching in this field, so they know the examination very well. And even I have taken CAT multiple times. I take it every year, and I know the changing pattern, the type of questions asked, the difficulty level, and I'll be teaching you DI in this course. Okay, so please enroll in this course. Okay, and if you want to just take mock tests from Gradeup site, if you want to take mock tests and if you are looking for them, so you can take them from Gradeup site. This will have mock tests for all these examinations, not only for CAT. It will cover ZAT, CMAT, MAT, TISNET, NMAT, SNAP, IFT and MSCT, and this costs rupees 2499. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of the updates that we have on our channel. I hope you must have found this session useful. You must have got some tips for doing well in this examination. So please follow those techniques, okay, for your preparation as well as test taking strategies. So all the best with your preparation. Good night. Take care. Goodbye.